Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else who's tuning in, the dog, the cat. Welcome back to the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee. Do I look happy? Yeah, I was happy, me. Regardless of what happens during the day, because we love horse racing. So this is going to be your honest, transparent, straight-talking approach to today's results. We still have the 8:30 race to go tonight, and I have two chances of getting a win double up on these 10 pence each way doubles. That I did, same as yesterday, where I won, 28 quid. Today I have got a winner of 5-2 on one slip, and I have got a 5-1 winner on the other slip. And people are going to think, well, where was the 5-1 winner from? The 5-1 winner, Malavelli came from the reserve list. There was four of them today. Well, we've got good news and we've got bad news for you today. So we'll start with the bad news. It's always good to get the bad news out of the way first, isn't it? And I won't cover things up. You know, if I've had losers, and I'll tell you about them, and I'll tell you how disappointed I am, or whether they should have done better. You know, I don't only just give you the winners and say, hey, haven't we had a great day? No, that's not how I work. I'm straight talking, I'm honest, I'm transparent. That's, you get me as you find me. And I think that is the correct and rightful approach by any person who is facing the public. You've got to be honest, you've got to be transparent. So let's start with the bad news, shall we? We'll start with New York State of Mind. Appalling, poor, one of the top jockeys in the world of horse racing. Tom Marquand absolutely bombed this horse. He did nothing with it. It's as if the connections weren't happy with the price of it, and let's have a couple of bad performances. Maybe this is the first of a couple of bad performances, and let's get that price pushed out a bit, and then we can have a bit of a, so get it out a little bit more. So very disappointed with New York State of Mind. Been running so consistently well recently. Not today. Letter of the Law, which of course came into to replace Timur Khan, which I said probably this one would be a non-runner, and I was correct, it was. And Letter of the Law, which ran so well for 2 or 3 races ago and finished second at, I think it was 22-1. Another very, very poor run from that one. So that obviously was a one-off, wasn't it? So make a note of Letter of the Law, because I'm sure it will come. But I think it's going to be a few races before it does. But who knows with this system, because he can just come back and bite you on the you-know-what. Glory Fighter, not disgraced, finished 6th. Not disgraced by any means, 14-1. Only something like 3 1/4 lengths behind the winner. That's nothing in horse racing. So I think Glory Fighter could win, and win soon. If I'm honest with you, this is still the bad news, by the way. Tusarock. A lot of people mentioned to me this morning when I put that one on, they really fancied it. And I did too. I thought that was probably one of the bets of the day. Came fourth, only 2 lengths and a short head behind the winner. So when I weighed it up, rather than jump in, when I weighed it up, I thought, you know what, 2 lengths and a short head behind the winner, finishing fourth isn't bad at all. So make a note of Tusarock, because that is going to win very, very soon. And then Carolus Magnus, 3rd. But you see, what's happening at the moment is we're getting a lot of 3rds and 4ths, but they're just missing out on a place. A 3rd needs to get in the top 2, and the 4th needed to get in the top 3. And we've probably had 10 of them in the last week. So we're so close, but I call it a near miss. They're a near miss, and I'll always call them a near miss. Anyway, then we had Vano. Now, I fancied this one this morning as an outsider, and I think I was right too. You know, second, 12-1, 1.5 lengths behind the winner. So nothing. So another one to make a note of. Vano will come, and it will win a race. Right, let's look at the 2 winners we've had. Falcon 9 got the day off to a brilliant start. 5-2 winner. I got 5-2. I think some people got 11-4. I just missed that this morning. Sometimes you've got to be really red hot and get these bets on really, really quickly. And then Malavelli, as I mentioned, first at 5-1 off the reserve list. So overall, I'm happy with the day. We've still got the 8:30 to go, and I've got 2 in that. we have got one off the reserve list, Stratocracy. Now, if I get that in, that won't be a bad double with Malavelli. Or if I get Pause for Thought in, that'll be a decent double with Falcon. So, and if they don't come in, then I get an out. But you know what? Who cares? It's horse racing. I can't expect two reasonably good days. A good day yesterday, good profits yesterday. Not today, by looks of it. Who knows, come the 8:30. But I hope you've enjoyed this trip down the results memory lane, as we have had a bit of an up and down day, the roller coaster day as I call it, the roller coaster ride that is horse racing. Thanks for watching The Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee. I wish you an enjoyable evening, whatever you're doing. I'm watching the football because the Championship has returned, hallelujah. And then the Premier League starts, of course, next week, when I will be doing tips on Premier League games. Not the Championship, it's just too damned hard, because anyone can beat anybody in the Championship, we know that. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for watching The Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee. Good night. God bless.